Here we are, week 5, and we have finished our midterms. We are confident. We like where we are as far as the flow of the class is concerned, and we are about to turn in the final draft to Declining by Degrees. And by the way, let me say this. I've been wanting to say this. I'm really loving the emails. I'm loving the energy and the questions that I'm seeing in the discussion in regards to your education. That's what Declining by Degrees, this paper is about. You making sure that what you're getting out of your college experience is what you need to be getting. I really think that this, I don't know if I said it last week, but I really think that this is one of the main hallmarks in you becoming an adult. A lot of people come to college because their parents told them to, and that's it. And they're not thinking any further than that. But from what I'm seeing, from the questions I'm getting, you can truly see how this is supposed to be setting you up for your career and a lot of your life. So I really appreciate the serious thought that you guys are putting into it. Now, you're going to be turning that in. Well, this shirt, this chapter 3 shirt, I'm glad you asked. This is my poetry troupe here on Florida Memorial University's campus. Chapter 3. See this right here? That's how we do. Chapter 3. They're everywhere. They're making big things happen. I just thought you should know that. Okay, back to the program. As I grade your Declining by Degrees final drafts, we are going to embark on what will be the final paper for this class. That paper is going to be about your most courageous moment. That's right. Your most courageous moment where you stepped up and you surprised even yourself. Now you may ask, why is this important? And I'm glad you asked. It is very important because I'm sure you can agree that you can see yourself being challenged in the future. Be it dealing with exams, be it public speaking, be it an interview, be it a job, relationship, whatever the case is. And with that comes, I feel, the need to look back and remember when you stepped up and you handled a situation that was just as challenging. Everyone, in my estimation, should always have their most courageous moment in the back of their mind in all situations, so that when something comes and tests you, you can remember when you stepped up and off of the momentum of that, face whatever it is you're dealing with right now. Keep in mind, a lot of people are not necessarily impressed for whatever reason by their most courageous moment. I really believe that is because we have been conditioned by Hollywood. We see or compare our most courageous moment to some scene in Taken 3 or Taken 2. I don't know why that man's family keeps getting kidnapped. He's not even important, but we'll get into that later. We assume that a courageous moment worth being told is about you coming into high school wearing all black and beating everybody up and then walking down the street afterwards with cars blowing up behind you as you walk away in slow motion. Everything is always in slow motion. I don't know what that's about. Or always in black. Always in black. You walk into the club or whatever and you got a gun in both hands and you're shooting and everybody just falling in slow motion, getting shot in the fish tanks and stuff. I don't know what the slow motion is about. I really don't. But that has absolutely nothing to do with nothing. That is Hollywood foolishness. Your most courageous moment is about reality. I'm talking about, it could be in a situation where you just decided not to go with the crowd, regardless of what the situation was. And it's funny that when you do that, you always see how everybody fared out or how they wound up after that situation. It could be you breaking up with somebody when you realized you both were going separate ways. It could be you had to stand up to a relative that was stealing stuff out of the house. And with that, let me say something. A lot of students feel that my courageous moment is kind of embarrassing, so I really don't want to talk about it. The only question I have to you is this. If it is truly your most courageous moment, how can you be embarrassed about it? Something to consider. Now, as you consider what your your most courageous moment is, I want you to check out Always Outnumbered, Always Outgunned. That is a movie based off of a book by Walter Mosley. He's an incredible writer. And it is about Socrates Fortlow. That is the protagonist. And he's one of the most unlikely heroes you can possibly find. And the discussion that we're going to have about that film is going to give you a little bit more insight and appreciation on when you were courageous. I assure you. So while all that is taking place, I'm going to have your final drafts back to you, and we're going to really get into high gear with this final paper. So be prepared to be proud of yourself. See you.